into what will be a somewhat interesting, potentially stressful vlog here. So what I'm doing is I'm picking up some sort of produce. I honestly don't know what it is, here from Hide and Hide in Fairfield, Ohio. This is actually the the latitude 34 or something. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, and I'm ultimately delivering that to Taylor Farms in Dallas, Texas. Now, I've actually done this before, and it's honestly not a bad trip. But what makes this one a little unique is that I've got to stop at the Taylor Farms in Smyrna, Tennessee, to pick up a load from there as well to deliver in Dallas. Now, it seems that I'll be getting a partial load from here and then filling up the rest of my trailer down in Smyrna tomorrow afternoon. So that should be interesting. But the predicament is, it's currently 4 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon. My appointment down in Smyrna is tomorrow, Friday, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then the ultimate delivery in Dallas is supposed to be at 8 o'clock in the morning on the Saturday morning. So from Smyrna to Dallas, that's about 650 plus miles. Not very possible. I might have, I don't know. So I called up my dispatcher and I let them know. So they might do a trailer swap with me. Maybe, maybe not. We're going to see what happens. But in the meantime, we're just going to be playing it by ear. Currently, I have, let's see, I have 7 hours on my 14. Hopefully it takes more than 2 hours here so that can pause. The real question is, do I just stop somewhere halfway between Cincinnati and Nashville to take a 10-hour break and then get there when I get there tomorrow? Or do I push it all the way there? Because I already know I can't really, I definitely cannot park there. I mean, you can kind of see that there's not really a lot of room to work with there. Can I get there early? The reviews are mixed on that. Are they quick and speedy? Most likely no, based on the reviews. So, do they operate 24 hours? According to Google, they open from 9 to 5, but that's probably like office, not necessarily shipping and receiving. So, we don't have a lot of useful information to work with here. Plus, it's Smyrna, Tennessee, so what is that, southeast of Nashville? Not a lot of parking options or, room to play with there. So, I don't know. I do not know yet what to expect or how to even plan this. So, that's lovely. Then, the next predicament, as I mentioned earlier, is the 8 a.m. delivery on Saturday, which, I mean, if they get me super early Friday morning, I might be able to make my delivery on Saturday, or maybe be late. I don't know. But the other thing is, it's not even the Taylor Farms that's down in Dallas. It's this little, whatever the hell this place is. I've been here before. Basically, you gotta street back it from, once I got there and figured out what the hell's going on, it actually wasn't too bad. Basically, you just go down, what was that? Cockrell Hill Road, and you go down either Mint Way or Brass Way, so you can approach from the south and then be able to do a side back from the street instead of having to do a blind side from the street. So I'm not too worried about that place. It's just more or less I'm about 99% sure I will not get there on time. So I don't know. I guess we're gonna see what happens. My enthusiasm level is skyrocketing, to say the least. Also, I cut my thumb at the other place I was delivering at. They got metal doors for the driver entrance, and I nicked it there. Also, this is directly after the previous video, so I still didn't take my nap. I at least had some food, so I guess I'm going to try to take a nap while I wait here, because I remember the last time I was here, it took them like, I think like an hour and a half, 2 hours to load, so fingers crossed that's going to be the same today, so I can at least get a little bit of a nap. I don't know. I guess well, for you guys, you'll see in about 2 seconds. So I got successfully loaded up here. Took them a little over 2 hours, which allowed me to have a little nap. Could have been longer, but whatever. The current plan is probably just to go down to, there's a rest area that usually always has plenty of parking on 65 South, right around mile marker 60 in Kentucky, and I'll probably just do a split break there, finish out the other half of my split. That'll probably take me about 4-ish hours to get there, maybe 5, depending on how bad this traffic is in Cincinnati. So I don't know. And then, but in theory, if I do a split break, then I'll be able to get there early tomorrow morning. Hopefully they'll take me early, allegedly, and then I'll be able to do a chunk of driving tomorrow, maybe a solid maybe get to Memphis area-ish, roughly, and then take a 10-hour break there, and that'll just barely get me to Dallas. If they take me early, I can make my appointment for Saturday morning. Pretty much run my clock out, and then after I make my delivery Saturday morning, I'll just PC to the Dallas terminal and call it a day. But the other interesting thing is the fact that they pretty much loaded this trailer all the way to the brim. They can probably fit maybe a row of pallets, and then there's like a section that was halfway stacked, because they stacked these all the way to the ceiling. So, and then I had to climb around in there, try to get a load bar on the stuff that was further back behind the set of pallets that wasn't stacked to the ceiling. We're gonna see, because this load likes to shift around, so I'm a little nervous, but we did the best we could with the position and tools that we have. So, oh well, it is what it is, right? Ugh. And make me do all this BS just for another 1,000 pounds. Oh, I still gotta weigh this too. Goodness. But while I was in there, I was trying to rummage around and see what was in there. I couldn't tell. I mean, honestly, one of the crates looked like it had ginger roots in there, almost. I mean, that's honestly what it looked like, so beats me. And then this paperwork, it's about as useless as can be. It says tortilla chips, dill pickle master pack, dill pickle crunch, Asiago kale chopped salad kit, corn chips, but they're in like these plastic bins, so I don't really follow. Oh well, one of these mystery loads, right? I guess if I had enough shits to give, I could probably go onto the Taylor Farms website and see what they sell and probably make a reasonable deduction of that, but maybe later. As for now, it is time to me to get out of here. Oh boy. Yeah, this traffic looks super exciting. piss around another 13 minutes to make it a full 3 hour break to be able to do a 7, or should I just go ahead and go for an 8-2 split? I guess I'm gonna go ahead and go because I know I'm gonna be super motivated to wake up early tomorrow, right? Well, successfully made it here to the rest area, mile marker 60 on 65 South. I'll admit, I was getting a little nervous as I was pulling in because there are no spots down there. People were already lining up on the ramp. And then the guy in front of me, he pulled off into the backside, like behind the people in the roadway. I was like, oh no. But then finally got here to the back end of it, and a handful of spots, maybe 10 or so. So, lucky me. I figured at this point in time, might as well. There's no point to push it further. Less likely to find parking the further south I go, because we got a few spots, or truck stops by the Tennessee border, and then at that point in time, you're pretty much just good luck. So, and then, from here I've got about 2 hours, so might as well do a full 10-hour break. That'll get me to the shipper at around 10 o'clock in the morning, roughly, so still ahead of schedule. Nice, lovely morning here. Pre-trip is done. It's time to go. I'm probably going to skip my fuel stop since it is so out of the way. It's over in Lebanon, Tennessee, but the easy way to get there is to go down to Bowling Green, cut over to Scottsville, and then cut through the U.S. routes into Tennessee, into Lebanon. Now, I've done that many, many times working for Dollar General, and it's not bad, but it's definitely a major inconvenience, especially if I need to hop back over to Smyrna, which I could do on the 440, but I should have enough fuel to be able to get to Smyrna, do everything there, and then request another fuel stop. So that's going to be the plan. Yay. Successfully made it here to the Taylor Farms. Luckily, the shipping office is not the location that I was looking at, so significantly less busy, a little bit more space, so that's nice. Got me into a door. She said it was 20 boxes, so in theory it should fit. Successfully made it into the door. It was red when I backed into it, so hopefully that didn't mess anything up, but that's aside from the point. Anyways, as I was backing into the door, they gave me a swap out. So, nope. Yeah, let's see. Swap time ASAP. Well, depending on how long this takes, I'm gonna get there approximately 8 hours from now. So, and then I'm not sure if that is the load I'm swapping with. Another Dallas load that delivers on Monday night. So, I guess we'll see. But hey, at least in theory, this load will get there on time. Sabrina will just have to turn around and pretty much drive straight through the night. I mean, once I get there, it'll be about a 5-hour drive, so not terrible. So this is all they threw in. My load locks from yesterday are holding. Everything looks okay. This can just sit there with no issues, so I guess we're gonna call it good. So there we go. Nothing to stress about. Throw on this seal and get back going. Everything is good. I'm gonna start making my way to the supposed swap out location. I requested a new fuel stop, so we're just gonna have to play everything by ear. This entire process took like 15 minutes. I wish everything was that fast. unfortunate side, that didn't give me any time to eat, so I'm already getting a little famished here. So, oh well. Maybe during my 30, depending on where I do that, because I'm gonna have to take a 30 just to be able to get to wherever the hell I'm going. Caddo Valley, or if this would work. Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Is that right? Caddo Valley. Yeah, I'm like 99% sure I know what pilot that is, and it's a tiny little hunk of junk. But on the right side, that actually might be really close to a good sleeping spot. I guess we'll see. Alright, now that we have everything sorted and such, I've got my fuel stop in Stanton, Tennessee, about 50 miles outside of Memphis, and then swap out location is approved, confirmed in wherever the hell that is, Arkansas. And then the load that I'm swapping with isn't delivering until Sunday evening in Dallas, so a little bit of time to kill there. I guess we'll just play that one by ear once I actually figure out what the hell I'm picking up, where the hell it's going, etc. So for now, let's go. I also need to scale this. I did not scale it. So there's no scales in Cincinnati. Cincinnati is a real dead zone. But I was going up the hill on 75. Once you get into Kentucky, there's a massive hill. If you know what if you're familiar with the area, you know what I'm talking about. But I was able to keep about 50, 55 going up that hill loaded. So I was like, yeah, I'm probably light enough, because this truck, well, it's a little neutered, so it doesn't do well under heavy loads. So if I was able to do that at around 50, should be okay. But just for safekeeping, now that I'm actually fully loaded and on my way, I will scale. So let's do that. Also, I'm curious, are they gonna, oh hell, they want me to go down 24 to the 840 instead of going back up to downtown Nashville. Hell, I mean, it's only 10 miles longer, so hell with it. Finally stopped somewhere to scale. I've got about 2 hours left until I get to my fuel stop, and of course they sent me a message that the new swap location is actually a pilot in Texarkana. So at least on the bright side, I didn't even have to bother with this, but whatever. Better to be safe than sorry, right? I don't know. Texarkana, I did take a quick glance. In theory, I should be able to make it. I've got 7.5 on my drive clock for today. It's going to be cutting it close. That is for sure, but oh well. Successfully finished here at the fuel stop. Now I've got 5 hours and 42 minutes with only 5.5 hours, because apparently they updated my swap location to be in Texarkana. So it's like, why would they change it to be even further if the whole issue we were trying to avoid was me not being able to make it on time in the first place. So I called them and I let them know, and we'll see what happens. Successfully made it to the TA here in Prescott, Arkansas. As you can see, there's about 50 bajillion open parking spots here. I don't know if it's just because it's Friday night that it's not busy, which is typical in certain locations at least. Weekends are always less busy in certain areas, which I've noticed. Or if it's just always one of those places that's kind of dead. So the person I'm swapping with, she actually called me as I was driving. I couldn't understand a damn thing that she was saying, but at least I got her contact info, and I told her I'm going to be stopping at this TA. I won't make it to the original swap location, or I guess technically the second swap location. So, I was trying to figure out where she was, if she was still at the Pilot from the original swap location, because I did see a KLM truck there as I passed by it, because you can see a lot of the trucks that are parked there from the highway. So it's gonna be funny if that was her, but whatever. I called her and let her know. So right now it's a waiting game. I'm gonna eat something as I'm absolutely famished. All I had today was a couple bags of Cheez-Its and some Oreos. So, and I've been up since whatever the hell time I've been up, just non-stop driving. Lovely day. But yeah, so that's the plan. I am definitely curious to see what the swap load will be. It will be, and I guess I'm just going to continue this in this video. This is going to be the whatever fun mess of a trip down to Texas. Oh well. I was kind of hoping to show you guys that place down in Dallas, though, because it's kind of neat down there, but it's okay. So for now, it is a waiting game, and I felt like I was going to add more, but apparently not. Oh, the other unfortunate thing is I'm at a TA, so I can't. Okay, let me rephrase this. I can shower, but I will not due to my cheap ass self. Yeah. I mean, it could be worse. I showered yesterday morning, so. It's currently been 2 hours. Successfully dropped my trailer. So, yeah, 2 hours. She texted me about an hour ago asking where I was, even though we talked about it multiple times on the phone at this point in time. I'm getting slightly worried. I really hope it's not this one lady I did a swap with a couple months ago in Michigan. If it's her, I already know this is going to be like an hour-long excursion once she actually gets here. So, getting a little nervous here. And at this point in time, I'm probably just going to start my clock up again, because I finished a 2-hour break here just to do this swap, because I would like to actually get some sleep for once in my life. I know that's a lie, but alright, finally making some progress here. Oh boy. Yeah, I definitely started my clock because I want my sleep. And technically this is definitely some work, because I gotta do information, swap the trailer, get the paperwork, call in dispatch, get the actual load transferred, etc., etc. So, I mean, technically, yes, I could do this in sleeper berth or off duty, but that would not be the right way to do it. Also, I don't know. I don't know. She's having some problems. Oh boy. I mean, I'm not trying to. Oh, that trailer's all effed up. Look at that. Huh. Oh well. At least the lights looked okay. I don't know about the flashers though, because she doesn't have them on. Ooh boy. Hopefully she doesn't watch this, because I'm criticizing her. So while I was standing over here getting the paperwork and stuff, look who decided to park right next to me. I mean, it's like, I don't know, there's like 15 bajillion parking spots, right? And you just want to park right next to me as I'm about to do a swap. That's kind of smart, maybe not. I don't know. whatever. People and their decisions. Again, I don't know what it is with people trying to park where other people are doing shit, but I always park away from other people's activities. I don't know if you can see it, but it is locked up and good to go. So now it is time to call dispatch and get all the stuff transferred, and then it is time to do some drip planning. My favorite. Also, reefer off for ambient temperature. Looks like it's a bunch of ground coffee beans, coffee powder, and some candy. So should be easy. It's going to an Amazon warehouse. What? I really wish I was recording this so my reaction could have been genuine, but what in the hell is this shit? Like, this is gonna be my first time to an Amazon warehouse, so I don't know if this is consistent with how they all are, but what? So, first of all, apparently, you gotta, after your apparently bullshit experience of waiting in line for a couple of hours to get to a door or in the queue or whatever, you gotta drop the trailer in the door and then bobtail out of the facility and go fuck yourself and find parking somewhere and wait an indescribed amount of time. You know, some of these people are saying, been there 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 hours. This dude said he waited 20 hours. I think that guy was probably being a little dramatic, but... And then you only have 30 minutes to collect yourself and get back there and get your trailer. Otherwise, it'll be towed to an off-site location. Like, what the hell? What? Like, what? Come on, Amazon. Really? Like, is this even is this even real life? Jeez, what a disaster. Like, these are some, like, consistent 1-star reviews. Not just, like, a handful, but, like, over 100. So, I know I'm getting myself into some sort of mess here. I don't even know, like... I guess it makes sense if you look at the satellite image. There's no trucks there. It's just trailers. Aside from the long ass queue. Oh, and the queue goes down the frontage road. Great. I can't wait. Oh boy. Such excitement. And there's fuck all for parking around here. Literally the only saving grace is the fact that there's a terminal, probably, what is this, 5 miles? Okay. So the terminal is right here. Amazon's right there. So it's just 5 miles down the highway. Oh, there's a Werner there. Oh, I didn't know that. But gosh, that's great. And then I can't find any information about being able to deliver early. Granted, based on the reviews, I highly doubt that's even worth trying. Let's see. And then, so let's see. It's currently Friday night. It's going to be about a 5-hour drive to get there. And it's not delivering until Sunday at 7 p.m. So, I guess I get a little bit of a weekend to myself, stuck in the truck. Whoop-de-freaking-do. At least I get to park at a terminal. Maybe I'll go out and get something to eat or something. I don't know. So, I guess that's something, and then I guess I get to bobtail back to the terminal and wait for the trailer. I don't know. This is going to be interesting to see what happens. And then the other thing I wanted to point out, so this came from Groveport, the craft mixing plant, or whatever you want to call it, in Columbus. It came out of there Wednesday morning, and it's going to Dallas Sunday evening. And I had a and this was to the lady, okay? Yet my turnaround was Thursday evening to Saturday morning, pretty much the exact same amount of miles, minus maybe 80 miles. So it's like, what's going on here? Makes you kind of think. Now that was a lease truck, so I don't know, but it's like, I've noticed for me as a company driver on this regional guarantee pay, I definitely get pushed way harder than a lot of these other people in terms of like miles and deadlines, turnaround times, etc. So that's just interesting to see, because this is a real example of that. So this lady, it's like, I mean, she could have picked up the load later because it was a preloaded trailer, but still, it's just interesting to see, how our original loads comparatively were so vastly different with the deadlines. So, but anyways, the plan now is I will just go straight to the Lancaster yard tomorrow after my break. I just put myself back into sleeper, so that means I don't have to get out of here until like 8 in the morning. Right? That's good. But just go there, let my dispatch know up in Burns Harbor about this, and just take it from there. It is a lovely morning here at the TA. Just about to do my pre-trip, and I wake up to this. Oh, really? And that's just, camera really does a terrible job, but there's a big ass bag of trash right there. Someone just threw out their window, their door, whatever, just drove off. Like, really, guys, it's just absolutely pathetic. And then I figured it's been a while since I did one of these, a nice little back row trash tour. Yeah, it's pretty rough out here. Like, look at this fucking, like, really do we have to be that much of a, like, it's just awful. Like, we got, trash bags, we got a whole windshield washer bottle of piss, it's like we got cast, drinks, bottles, piss jugs. Gosh, it's just ridiculous. Awful. It goes back into the forest and everything. Like, people just don't have their fucking shit together. Like, whoever this guy is, can't read it. Somewhere in Alfonso Guzman. I don't know if this will get blocked because I've posted his address. I mean, granted, it could have been something that he gave to a driver or something, but you guys really need to figure it out. Me and my care for the environment, whatever. Nobody else gives a damn, so why should I, right? Anyways, so pre-trip is done. We've got it's about 230 miles to the fuel stop, which is literally the exit between the Amazon warehouse and the Lancaster terminal. So I'm gonna stop and get fuel, go to the terminal, see what the plan is, and go from there. Decided to go ahead and scale before I left here, just because I've got serious trust issues. Even though the shipment weight says 15,000 pounds, I do not trust anyone or anything. I guess I was being a little paranoid here, but you know, it's not. It never hurts to be, or it's better to be safe than sorry. Successfully got to the pilot here. Absolute mess, full, everything. Gosh. Of course, the pump didn't work, so I had to go pay inside. I was gonna buy some cigarettes. Actually, I did buy a few cigarettes because I thought, oh, you know, it's cheaper down here than up in Illinois. And you know, people just know exactly what they're doing, so it always works out so smoothly. And these people, you know, they got such enthusiasm about life and their jobs and everything, so whatever. Anyways, now I'm gonna go to the terminal. Successfully made it here to the terminal. What's interesting about this place is they actually have a guard that you check in with, and they require you to leave your paperwork with the guard while you're here. So that's kind of different, unlike the Burns Harbor Yard, where yes, you still have to check in, but when you check in there, you're free to do your own thing. You don't have to check out when you leave. But there they do a vehicle inspection. Here, on the other hand, since they have a wash bay, as you can see I'm inside of, you have to get your truck washed, which is nice. I mean, it's not like some super fancy advanced, it's just one of those automated systems, but still better than nothing, so. But also, one more thing I forgot to mention, as I was driving, approaching the Dallas area, the eclipse happened. Totally forgot that was today. I saw a bunch of signs that said no parking on interstate roads to see the eclipse, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, oh, it's actually getting a little darker, so that was pretty neat. But yep, so waiting to get my truck and trailer washed here. We'll see how good of a job it is. Truck isn't too dirty since I was actually here a couple weeks ago, so. Definitely cleaned up the trailer pretty good for the most part. I mean, you know, it's not going to be perfect or whatever, but from afar it's definitely noticeably cleaner, so that's good. Well, didn't break off my seal, so that's good as well. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Awful. Truck itself is moderately better. I mean, you know, it's still could use some fine precision cleaning, but from a distance it definitely is way more presentable, I'll admit. Chrome is at least in somewhat better looking condition. Did leave a bunch of soap scuds though. Oh well, I mean, it's better than nothing, and it's free, so I guess I shouldn't complain too much, right? It is currently Sunday evening, about 5:45. Appointment's at 7. I'm literally 6 miles down the road, so just about to start my pre-trip, get that done with, and then might as well just do another truck wash, because why not? I'm here. Hopefully they don't remember me, or I can just play the I just got back or whatever card if they throw a fit. And if they do throw a big enough fit, then, well, I guess I won't get my truck washed again. Either way, it doesn't affect me. But by the time all this meandering goes through, I should be getting there sometime a little bit after 6. And then we will see what happens after that. We'll see. But they did pre-plan me on my next trip, so and it should be an interesting one, so I will vlog that one at least, even though this one has probably turned into like a 2-hour long video. Oh, I can't wait to edit this one. So I'll admit, I'm kind of glad I watched it again. My windshield does have less shit on it, literally, so that's something. I'm sure the exterior is a little better. This time it didn't leave a bunch of soap scuds either, so it's probably better. Take a look at it later. As of right now, I need to go retrieve my paperwork that is currently I need to retrieve my paperwork that is currently being held hostage at the guard shack. Again, I'm not sure why they do that here, but, you know, to each their own, right? Then haul it to Amazon. Unfortunately, this did take a little bit longer because I had to wait for another truck, so still going to be early, but not as early, so guess we'll see. Showed up to this lovely mess. You can see the long row of trucks down the left and right side lanes. Center lane is for the bobtails returning for the trailers, so clearly it is correct. You got to depart to while you wait. Got some nice scenery though, with the clouds and the sun, which is nice. Well, looks like the bobtails are, well, some of them at least, rolling in. And then, of course, some Amazon trailers, which is super convenient. But that's a good sign. I gotta wait for them to get their trailers, and then finally be our turn to put our trailers in. That's a good sign. So, roughly 3 hours later, finally dropped my trailer. A little bit of a complicated process. You drop the trailer, they give you a baggie to put your paperwork in, and then you're supposed to glue the baggie somewhere where they can find it when they start unloading it. So I just put it on the wall. I guess we'll see. And then, of course, I had to leave the yard. I'm here at the the Flying J. Obviously nothing here. It's quite busy here, actually. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. So I wanted to take a shower, but that's not going to happen. I guess I'm going to try the TA, and then I don't know, should I just go back to the yard and park there? Or should I just park on the frontage road, the I-20 frontage road, right in front of the warehouse? Well, I decided to go back here to the yard because I was like, there's no point in bothering with the TA. I mean, I guess if I wanted to not be a little lazy piece of shit, I could walk up there and take a shower, but it was funny. I checked into the guard shack, and for the first time I realized that he has a fancy computer in there that is the same as my local dispatch up in Burns Harbor, so I could see, oh, okay, he actually can see everything. I mean, I knew he had a computer, but because it was dark, I could actually see it for the first time. And he was like, yeah, you're gonna be here a while. I was like, great, that's just lovely. But I guess, realistically, it's not too much of a stressor. My next pickup isn't until tomorrow at noon, and it's about 100 miles away, so whatever happens, happens. I'm not concerned. I guess at this point in time, I will just eat something and lay down, even though I'm still relatively awake. I caught up on my sleep for the most part. The big question here right now is, do I go through the motions of drawing my curtains and doing that whole shebang, or do I just say fuck it and leave them open? Because what are they gonna do? They're peep in at me? Ooh, they're gonna see me in my undies. Ooh, God forbid. successfully retrieved my trailer. Currently at the Blue Beacon getting a washout for my next trip. So overall, that was not terrible, I suppose. I was at the yard for about 3.5 hours. So I guess honestly not the worst experience. A little annoying, yes, but not terrible. Interesting. I mean, you know, I guess overall, I mean, granted, this entire trip was kind of like a lot of moving parts, especially at the beginning there, but it could have been worse. Finally got to add Amazon to my list of places I've delivered, and the fact that I was at the Dallas terminal, I got to wash my truck twice. So some positives came out of this entire experience, right? Oh goodness. Well, hopefully this video wasn't too long, and it was somewhat enjoyable. But thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.